You know what's interesting is when you work on yourself, like things like that, they just don't phase you. So y'all can follow this back if you want. It's one of my mutuals videos who stitched another one of my mutuals. And this is the common type of stuff that you hear when a woman says all men and then guys, well, not all men. And at the end of the day, all that does is reveal the defending person's insecurities. Because people can say that to me, they can be like, well, all men. And I just go, yeah, I hear you. Because I know it's not me. I don't have to take that on if it's not me. I don't have to let it affect me if it's not me. And it happens on the other end when people come in my comments and they're like, you're just a simp pandering towards women. I'm not. I know me, so I don't have to take that on. It doesn't trigger me. It's like water, it just washes right over me. But it tells me all that I need to know about the person making those comments. When a woman is talking about an experience that is so common, it is almost universal among women, and then we pull it down and say, I think they're playing games and that they want to win. No, they just want to not be assaulted. Now, if you took any time to research, read a book on it. I just finished one called Why Does He Do That by Lundy Bancroft. And what we know is that the reason men do this to women is because they are socialized with certain attitudes and beliefs about women that make them feel entitled, that they deserve, or that they should have the right to take, and they're allowed to use violence and domination. Now, not all men may really take up the dominating part, the violence part, but if you still hold those attitudes and haven't spent the time to self-reflect and unpack them, you're still going to perpetuate the problem. How do I know that? Because the belief that makes comments like this, saying that women are playing games, or maybe they're overacting, or maybe they're being coded, or they're being too sensitive, all of those things are the same beliefs their abusers use to justify what they do. These are the dudes that stick around with their buddies when they are serial cheaters or known abusers. These are the dudes that participate in locker room talk. Yeah, you may not really believe all those jokes, but you believe them enough to believe that they are okay. Meanwhile, the person who is willing to pick up violence is listening to those jokes and is just co-signing all their beliefs and their behaviors. So when you listen to a rapist, a misogynist, an abuser like an Andrew Tate, not saying you do, but maybe you do, and even the softer form in like a Jordan Peterson, and you go, well, yeah, he's kind of got some good points, though. And you brush over the misogyny and the sexism. Then you do a thing like blame the women, saying that she's reinforcing a negative belief that she has. Men constantly, time and time again, even the ones that aren't violent, prove that they still hold these biases. Your bias here is definitely showing, and they can't understand the nuance and what is being said, then you are complicit in allowing these behaviors to continue. And ultimately, it's an inner integrity problem. Because like I said, for the men that I know that are doing the work on themselves, they hear things like, it's all men, and they're not fazed. Because they've done the work to make sure they're not one of those men. So do the work. Grace and peace.